my biggest expense is my woman. But my biggest expense is my woman. And when I talk about my woman, this is going to give you an idea. Hey, do I want to be single? Do I want to have a woman? Do I want to have a woman with no children? Because my woman comes with a package. Her children are included.
Okay, I can see that. If you come to the Philippines or wherever you at in the world and you deal with a woman and she's got children and you choose to continue to deal with that woman, then yeah, they're part of the package deal. But over in the Philippines, you may not have to worry about being sued for child support but over there in the Philippines, you may not have to worry about being sued for child support for being a stepdad. We talk about that in another video.
My second biggest expense is food. Because, again, we live a Western lifestyle, so we shop at the...
Real quick, just want to let you know, this video is about Sunshine Shoulders is talking about the biggest expenses that he's encountered living in the Philippines. And I can agree with the first one, I can go with that. Second one, let's see.
The grocery store most of the time, and then we'll get our fish and our vegetables from the market.
First biggest expense is his woman and her children. Okay, I see that. Second biggest expense is the food. Well, you gotta feed them. So the third biggest expense has to be the shelter. Let's go with that.
Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and got out in front of that. I built a house. That's a whole other argument. People say, well, I'm not going to be here long enough. I can't own the property and this and that. Well, if you want to save some money, guess what? I would try to build me an affordable house. I spent 1 million pesos for my house, which today would be about $18,000.
Okay, so far I can go with 1 and 2. If you take on a woman with children, then you got to feed them. It is what it is. Now the third, I can see building a house, but he kind of glossed over. I want to give a little bit of pushback on that one because he kind of glossed over the fact that you can't own land in the Philippines, which is a pretty big factor. If you live in the Philippines and you got a Filipina, they're not all beautiful and sweet. Women get treacherous in all shapes and sizes, nationalities, and everything else. People are people. If you get with this woman and she really has no intentions of being with you, as soon as you buy that house, she can walk away and you stuck. He said he spent $18,000 on that house. That was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I don't remember. But if you spend $25,000 on a house and she decides she don't want you no more, you're going to have to accept that. So that's a very real thing to look at, a very real thing to consider. If she decides that she don't want you no more and you just built this house, or if she's just waiting on you to complete the house and then she reveals to you that she doesn't want to be with you anymore, then there's nothing you can do. You can't legally own land in the Philippines. You can own a condo. You can lease, but you can't own. Now, I would suggest, now if he would have added in there some type of way, there's a lease option, then I would be okay with the whole thing. But that gloss over can cost a man $25,000, $30,000. That could be your life savings. When you go to these other countries, be it the Philippines or be it wherever, get to know that woman. Spend time with her. I would say at least 6 months to a year. Get to know this person. Don't just jump the gun because it's new and it's different. That's my sincere suggestion to you. Because these women, they get treacherous. They can get treacherous. These women, you coming in and you building a house for this woman, her family comes first. Her family could be pushing her to put up with you until you get that house built. These women, they play the long game. They'll wait you out and they'll do everything you want them to do. He knows that. That's something he neglected to say. I would say it may be a better option. If you're a Filipina or if your woman is 100% on board with you, then yeah, that I would agree. That would be a better option in the long run. Go ahead and buy the property. But you don't know that. You don't know what she's really thinking, what she's really feeling. You know what you're feeling. You know what you're thinking. You know what your plan is. But don't forget, she has one too. And if hers don't align with yours, then you'll find out. Either way, you'll find out once that house get built. Thank you guys for listening. This has been Mr. Maxwell. Like, subscribe. Questions, comments, thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, I wish you well.